What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the first EWS or Bust episode of 2018. This episode is once again supported by 35 Bikes. 35 Bikes are dedicated to bringing you and people like Rich Payne the best brake pads, brake rotors, mud guards in the world. And we have a special offer just to celebrate EWS or Bust. Head to 35bikes.com, enter the promo code hashtag EWS or Bust, and you'll get 20% off your entire order, and hopefully you'll be supporting lovely people like Rich Payne go racing. Isn't that right, Rich?
Yes. Yes, it is!
Yeah, boy.
Buy it now!
All right, let's drop this new intro on these people. Let's go.
I don't know, I just woke up from a little nap. It's a little dark, but you guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Okay. I've been waiting for this moment for months, and it's finally here.
EWS
Or Bust.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of EWS or Bust with me, Rich Payne. Enjoy!
This is special. Woo-hoo!
Boom. And we are back. Yeah, boy. EWS or Bust 2018. As usual, underprepared but ready to rock and roll on a Monday evening.
Who'd have thought another season of it?
I know, man. I'm stoked. I'm really excited. And
Me too.
not only I'm stoked to do this, and I'm stoked that the response from everyone has been so positive, especially like since we announced we were going to do it again.
There's a lot of love out there, which is appreciated.
There is, man. There's some major love out there for this. So super stoked. Yeah, thanks everyone for reaching out and sending positive messages and yeah, it's crazy, man. Making this thing happen again, and you know,
I know. The support's really nice. It means a lot, actually.
I bet it does.
It's cool that people like it.
Yeah, has there been anything like out there that people have said about the series or anything like that?
A couple of people, I've got some little EWS or Bust logo stickers on the bike, and a couple of people have been like, man, I've seen your episode and stuff, or
Sick.
A couple of the YouTube episodes, and maybe heard a podcast. So yeah, it's had a couple of things, even in South America.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. But
which-
no, really stoked for this. For people listening, the plan, well, we didn't really have a plan, did we? But I thought we were going to record this on Thursday, but Rich dropped me a message about 15, 20 minutes ago, and we're like, let's do it now.
I know.
So hence
keeping you on your toes.
the little bit of a rush to grab some listener questions in and stuff like that. But yeah, we're here, man.
Didn't need to know that, Davey.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
there might
need
be
to.
none. I might have to edit that bit out.
No, it's good. Obviously, we got. I'm in Santiago as we speak right now, and there's obviously your clock's changed last night, wasn't it? Last night,
The night before. Yeah,
Saturday
the night before,
night, was
Saturday
it?
night. Yeah, Saturday night.
So obviously now we've got a 4-hour time difference. So you guys, it's about 5 in the afternoon here. So 9 o'clock for you here.
9 o'clock here, man. Yeah. A little too late to be recording the podcast, if you ask me, but
I'm all right. It's a nice break from the mid-20 degree beautiful sunshine and blue skies out, which is a nightmare.
really.
Oh.
Sounds tough, dude. It's tough life being a privateer, ain't it?
Yeah, it has its moments. So yeah, in Chile, here we are.
Here we are.
First
Can't
round
believe
of
it.
the EWS 2018.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's do some pre-race stuff. So last we heard from you, deal was done with Trek.
Yeah.
Bunch of other sponsors came on board. Some new people like it's Ridge, isn't it? Carbon Wheels.
Ridge cut, yeah.
I'm trying to think.
And I gotta say, the Cycle Centre Jersey, which is like the local shop, they were the ones that kind of facilitated
Right.
a deal with Trek, if you like. So those guys there have kind of played a major part, and they're going to be looking after the trusty steed all year, keeping it running.
Brilliant.
Yeah, like you say, we got Ridge on board, so
Yep.
those guys supplying the wheels.
Yep. We're going to talk about
great.
those again in a bit as well. I want to bring up those because there's some interesting stuff around that.
Yeah.
So you did that. I think then, did we chat in between you coming over to the UK and racing or not? I don't think
we
did.
have chatted this year. I'm not sure if it was before or after I came over and raced.
I think it was before.
Was it?
I think it was.
Oh, well, I
before.
came over and did a little race.
Yep.
Just a little pedal hounds southern race. I was going for like a little pre-season warm-up race, but I may have chosen too small a race. But it was really good fun.
Okay. Too small a race in what context?
Well, it was a great little race, like atmosphere and good fun little tracks. But it was just a really not low key, like mellow.
Okay.
Mellow
You wanted some
trains.
climbs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and some roughness, but this was not, unfortunately. But like I say, it was a good event. I got second at it, which was cool.
Right.
On the new Slash.
Yep.
So it was good to like a good bike shakedown, if you like, to make sure everything worked and everything was running right, and it did. And we rode the Surrey Hills. I'd never ridden there, so
Really.
me and the rest of the Remac crew, if you like, we got a good gang of us over here. Now we all came over and just had a good sesh.
Awesome.
As a warm up for this season.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah.
And then, so after that, you headed home, and there was only a couple of weeks in between flying out to Chile, I believe, right?
There was indeed, yeah. So then it was just all systems go at work, just to get everything sort of like, up to speed with work, and like just make sure,
Mow your lawn.
toe work. Just the work was on, and just paperwork was up to scratch, and all the sort of normal self-employed kind of gubbins for leaving it be.
That's
and it
cool.
was.
You're on your own as well right now, right?
Yeah. I travelled out alone to this one.
Cool. All right. It's weird because it just got me thinking about. Do you ever follow the Isle of Man TT,
No.
the motorcycle race?
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I know what it is.
I don't know. It just got me thinking. There's a cool bit on YouTube where John McGuinness says that before he goes to the Isle of Man, he gets everything in order, and it just reminded me of you. Then he gets like his lawn done, gets all his finances in order because he doesn't know if he's going to come back or not. And I mean that's hopefully never going to happen to you, but you kind of have to think, don't you? Get everything in order before you go away.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it's in case I die.
Well.
Well, all right. Crikey. I love that sort of confidence in you there. But it's more so I got less to think about whilst I'm out here. So I'm not thinking, oh, crap, have I invoiced someone?
Right.
Or,
yeah, that's fair.
I don't know, whatever.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, not if I'm, like, going to die. I just like to let the missus know I am alive and well, by the way, as of, what are we, the 29th or something?
Yeah, I think so. 26.
As of 5:07 p.m., darling, Monday the 26th of March.
Yeah.
I am well.
He's here. It's all right. We've got him. I can see him. It's all good. He's here.
Yeah.
He's got no shirt on, but we're cool.
Here nonetheless. Yeah, I travelled out on me lonesome to this one.
All right, cool, man. But anyway, before we get to that,
Okay.
bike setup. Any changes after doing the pedal lounge round or anything like that?
No, not really at all, actually.
Right. So is the Trek? It's the Slash, isn't it? You're on the 29er.
It's 2018 Slash.
Okay.
First time racing a 29er enduro bike.
Okay. And straight out the box, happy with it?
It's not. Yeah. Like it's not out the box. Like a lot of parts have changed on it. So all the SRAM is gone and all Shimano's in.
Okay. What's the reason for that?
Drive. I just prefer Shimano.
Okay. Fair enough.
I prefer Shimano brakes. Feel nicer. It's personal preferences.
Is it? Okay.
So yeah, Shimano. Yeah. Obviously, the Bontrager wheels are off, and like I said, we got Ridge come on board for this season.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been supplying me some lovely carbon wheels. So we're rocking the old carbon hoops this time as well.
Lovely.
And then obviously we got like joystick bars.
Yeah.
Saddles, sensors grips on there.
35 bikes pads probably in there if you've changed them, or
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and discs actually.
Have you?
Oh man, we'll get to that again later, but they are frazzled.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sure we can work out a deal for some more.
I'll tell you, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. But like,
That's cool.
we'll get to it.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, so like, she's not stock out the box, but like, frame, forks, and dropper are like the main components, if you like, in a way.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and like, so I was really pleased with it. It was a bit like bizarre because this race was way mellower than I was expecting. It was actually way too overkill for it.
Right.
Like, it was just too big a bike, like too much travel and all this stuff. 150 mil, 29er, blah, blah, blah. And I've got like a Fuel EX, which is like the little brother of it, which is 130 mil 29er, which would have been perfect.
Really?
But obviously, I wanted to kind of ride what I'm going to race just to make sure I was happy. So
for sure, yeah. So
it worked out.
Do you think though that's something that people who aren't privateer might make a switch while there, like swap a bike out?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, you mean the pros?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'd probably choose horses for courses for sure.
Right. Okay. Just wondered that's all.
I'm sure like Graves used to switch between like the is it the Enduro 650B and I think is it a Camber?
Yeah.
Specialized
possibly,
29er or something like that. I think he would switch between the two, and I think like say Cody Kelly last year, I think as well when he was on. Yeah, he would switch between whatever their 650B is and their 29ers. I don't know the names, but
okay. Yeah, I just wondered that's all whether you know they have got access to. I mean, no doubt they have, but you know, on the day, right? I'm decided I'm going to switch. I'm going to ride this instead, sort of thing. There's no sort of you know when you go and scrutineer, you're not. You don't have. You can only have one bike, or you can swap.
Well, yeah, like EWS, you can only ride one bike, but you like once. In practice, you could ride whatever bike you want.
Yeah.
But you get like these marker stickers. I'm sure a lot of people know. You get these marker stickers. You've got to put on your wheels, front and rear, obviously, swing arm, main frame, and forks. Now, once them stickers are on, they're the kind of stickers that are a bugger to peel off. You can't get them off.
Right.
And that's because you've got to start and finish with those parts.
Got you.
But like, say in practice, if you practice one day and you think, it's really high speed and my 29er will be just carrying more speed and blah, 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 blah. You'd be like, right, I'll ride that. But then actually you ride it and you think, I want to go back to the 60. You can still do that. But once you put them stickers on the Friday night or Saturday night before racing, that's you done. That's your bike chosen.
Got you. Okay, good. Good to clarify that, buddy, for any new listeners and stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me that wanted to know that.
No, of course not.
All right, so this is the first ever EWS in Chile.
No.
No?
No, it's been there twice before, bud.
Has it?
You are well. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think it's been there. Yeah, this is the third time I think it's been in Chile. It wasn't there last year. I think they generally tend to go South America and switch over to like Oceania, is it? Like New Zealand way?
Got you.
Back between the two.
See, that's why I wouldn't know, you see, because I only really ever paid any attention to this last year. But honestly,
exactly.
believe it or not, like, you know, you scan over the results and stuff, but you don't think, what country is it in? Where was it? And all that sort of stuff. So that's, all right, interesting.
Yep. I'm sure this is the third time it's been here.
Right, okay, so, sorry guys, let's rewind a little bit. You can tell it's a Monday evening. This is the third time the EWS
You
has
can
been
cut that out.
Nah, leave it in, dude, I'm raw. This is the third time the EWS has been to Chile. Is it the third time that it's been on those tracks in those mountains?
That I'm not too sure. I think it's the first time it's ever been held in this place.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, but the Andes Pacifico race has been through there.
Right.
So I'm told.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, tell me about getting to Chile. You're on your own?
I am. Yeah. Basically, I've had to come to this one on my own because our dog. These private ear problems here. Our dog is super duper old.
Oh no!
He's a 16-year-old Labrador. Or he's nearly 16. He's about 16, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't walk. Bless him. He has to have this harness on. You like lead him around and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Amy couldn't come because she has to look after the dog.
Okay, that's fair enough, man.
Because he's too old to be left with someone. So I left her behind.
Right.
I didn't want to. I would like her here, obviously.
Yeah.
but yeah, so I've travelled out by myself. So I sorted out all the usual things: accommodation, airport transfers, flights, uplifting, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been out here, I think, maybe 10 days now. I think 9 days, and it's amazing. I've never been to South America before, and it's well cool.
Really liking it?
Yeah, I love it. It's really chilled out. Like, check out the old Instagram at Painter25, and you will see that, like, the view from the hotel room. I just went out onto the balcony, and there was the Andes in front of me.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, like
sick.
The Andes Mountains as my skyline. It was stunning. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, really nice.
So, have you been in a hotel the whole time?
Yes, it's more like a chalet than a hotel.
Right.
Yeah, I'm now, as we speak, I've come down to Santiago, obviously the capital, to be a bit of a tourist before heading home tomorrow night.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so I'm in a different place now, but yeah, we're in like this nice chalet hotel type thing.
Nice, dude. Nice. Sharing with other people, or just on your own, living it?
No, on my own. There was only 3 of us in this chalet, like this hotel chalet thing. Basically, they sort of last minute decided to open it up because it's where it is the Farellones, as it's called, or the La Pava ski resort, and it's dead in the summer.
Right.
Apparently. Apart from like the weekends, a few bikes go up, but it's dead in the summer and it's mental in the winter. So this place that we were staying in decided to open just for this race, but quite late. Only had 2 reservations, me and this other couple.
Really?
So we had the run of the hotel. It was well good. Awesome. It had a hot tub, all sorts. Yeah.
Nice.
The guy who owns it, him and his wife, he was racing,
right.
And his wife shuttled us around for practice and stuff.
I did wonder,
well cool.
like when you sent a photo of like your bike in a truck, and I'm like, what the hell? How's he doing this? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome,
It's
man.
like he's got this like super pimp one of them Ford F-150s or whatever it is,
right.
This big American truck thing. And he's like, yeah, I've spoke to the wife. She's happy to shuttle us round. Like, we look like me, the other dude there, and the owner just being shuttled round by his missus in this super legit truck and just loving it.
That's amazing.
That wasn't planned either. That was not planned at all. So that was a good score.
Dude, awesome. You know what? That's
Yeah.
interesting. I was looking into it. I might screw the pronunciation up here, but La Barnechea, right?
I don't know. I never got around to saying that one.
Okay, let's go with La Bananachea. Bananachea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bananachea.
La Barnechea, but it's actually one of the wealthiest parts of Chile.
Is it?
Yeah, the average income is over $80,000. It's crazy, that, isn't it?
That's a lot.
I know it is. That's what I thought. But yeah,
there's a lot. I mean, this place is. I was being told. So, Farellones.
Yep.
Hopefully, I think I've been told that's correct. It was the name of like the town up in the mountains. It's a population of about 2,000. The people that we were staying with, who owned the hotel, they were sort of born and raised there, if you like. Now it's only about 45-minute hour drive down the mountain, and you're into Santiago, which is a city of like 10 million. I don't know. It's
big.
massive.
Yeah.
Humongous. And yet they were saying that only 2,000 people live in this town in the mountain, and most of it's just sort of really wealthy old people, and they're all these huge, like big legit houses and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw when I looked into it. I was just curious this afternoon, actually. I was like, oh, I wonder where it is, and I was looking into it, and I saw that fact. There's hardly any people there too either. It's like 80,000, I think, the whole sort of town or whatever it is. So
I suppose that would be like a county, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe it is like a county. Yeah,
I think that would be the county.
Yeah. So there you go. Fun fact.
Ooh, I didn't know that either. Thank you.
It's all right, mate. You're welcome. You can take that one home with you.
I will.
So let's talk about the race, dude. That's what we're here for. Let's chat about this racing.
Go for it.
2-day event.
Yep.
3 days each. Three stages.
Oh Lord.
Oh good God, we're pulling teeth. 3 stages each day.
Yeah.
So, but before we get onto the racing, obviously let's chat through practice and stuff. So how many days practice did you get? And tell me about your practices.
Okay, so I got out there. I flew out on Monday and I arrived early Tuesday morning. Practice was Thursday and Friday. Now, I didn't opt to walk any of the courses because I can't remember them anyway, so I just didn't bother. But I did just sort of like to acclimatise, go for like a spin on Saturday and a spin Saturday. Where'd that come from? Spin on Tuesday and a spin on Wednesday.
They'll get these episodes by the end will be so good. We'll know where it is, how many times it's been there, what populations, everything. We'll have the whole counties, annual incomes. We'll have the whole thing laid down. But come on, for the first one, we're gonna get through this, dude. I got you.
I know. Yeah, so I just did like gentle spins, just some little local trails, like just used to get like make sure the bike was working and everything was set up and stuff like that. And yeah, it was all working sounds. Like the hardest thing out there for me, I think probably a lot of the English guys and probably a lot of other people, their altitudes.
Okay.
Now the town was at about 2,200 meters. And then the highest point of the race, I think, was 3,600 meters.
Yeah, that's like
Colorado. Yeah, it's a long way up. And it was noticeable. Like it's quite dry out there. Obviously, it's just like a lunar landscape. It's just rock. There's no trees anywhere.
Right.
And I could physically sort of feel it, like harder to breathe and like more out of breath quickly. Like say when you're having to push your bike up, you're like,
yeah.
Just gasping for air that bit more, like than what you normally would be. So that was the biggest thing to sort of get used to. And by sort of, I wouldn't say I'm acclimatized because I don't think you can acclimatize to anything that quickly.
No.
But like I feel more like used to it now. And by racing and sort of end of practice on Friday, I was feeling sort of a little less like sounding like a choo-choo train.
Really?
Like a bit more like
a little bit more. It's really hard unless you live somewhere like that to ride in those conditions.
You'd have to go like a month in advance to get used to it, I think. And bear in mind, it's really dry and it's warm. It's in the day, in the middle of the day, in that it'll be like good mid 20 degrees, like mid to high 20s, I would have said.
Wow.
So it's hot.
Yeah.
It's high, and it's dry as anything. So, three things that are like
not the old
good
HHD,
really.
Isn't it? HHD is no good, is it? Hot, high, and dry.
There you go. Hot, high, and dry.
Yeah, you don't need those HHDs, do you, every weekend?
Oh. But yeah, so that made practice tough.
Yeah, I bet. But do a lot of people then, pros, privateers, everyone sort of ride local stuff the few days before just to sort of acclimatise, get used to the trails around the area and stuff like that?
I'd have said, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'd have said, like, most people who pros will be out there. A lot of the guys I know were out there like weeks before.
Yeah, true.
There was like a local race the weekend before. I think some did. People were obviously out before that. So pros definitely. A lot of the other privateer guys were probably similar to myself, like heading out early in the week, just to then do like a couple of trails and just get used to the place and get yourself set up, because it's super remote up there. There's like, although Santiago's about an hour down the mountain, in the village or town itself, there's nothing.
Right.
Really.
Right.
There's nothing at all in there. So but like that felt, so I got everything set up and unpacked and settled, and everything was like, hotel was sweet, food was good, bike was good. I was feeling fit and healthy. So yeah, practice rolled around Thursday. So stages 1 to 3.
Yep.
And now in total, I think it was about 42 kilometers for the day. That included some like ski lifts in there and stuff like that.
Okay.
With the the longest stage of the EWS so far.
Yeah, stage 2.
Stage 2, the beast, 11 kilometer stage.
Epic.
11 kilometers.
That's huge, dude. That's massive. And was it pretty much all like down as well, or any climbs?
Yeah, it was. There wasn't that. There was 69 meters of climbing, I think, in it.
Right.
And about 1,800 meters descending.
Jeez.
Yeah,
stuff
over
dreams
11K.
are made of right there.
I know. But like, there wasn't much pedaling at all. Like, maybe stuff just turning the pedals to keep your speed a bit and things like that, but not like full blown uphill sprints or anything like that. So yeah, that was a monster. And then like stage 1, that was 3.5k, and stage 3 was 4.5k. So there's still some good stages.
Yeah. And is it the same as well as last year? So you can only really do one practice run?
That's the rule. So the rule for every race this year is one run only everyone.
Wow.
Yeah. One run
Again,
wonders. That's
for
all
a
you're
lot
allowed
of
to
people,
practice.
that's riding blind in it, really.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously GoPro'd it, and I did watch head cams back, which helped a bit.
Right.
I mean, it's so wide open here that you can see for miles in advance. But there was a few bits that I did want to remember, just seeing like some blind crests and things like that, being like, just man up, you can fly off them and stuff like this. So, yeah, but so Thursday's practice went good.
Yeah.
You could shuttle everything in between, so there's very little riding really back uphill. Mm-hmm. Everything could be pretty much shuttled.
And your new mates were happy to help you with the shuttling too?
Yeah, because they didn't want to ride up.
Obviously.
No, well, like the transitions when we get to racing were not very fun.
Right.
But yeah, so dropping in first run Thursday was a hell of an eye opener.
Right. In what way?
Speed. The whole anti-grip thing that they go on about over here is kind of true. I just treated it like riding in mud. So the anti-grip thing is like the deep dust they have over here.
Yeah.
And I was like, it is slippy, but it's not like, I think it's got more of like a reputation than anything now. Because I was like, this stuff is super loose underneath you, but it's no different to riding in mud, I thought.
Okay.
So that's how I approached it.
Right, okay. So tyre choice, same as normal?
Yeah, I went with, I had Schwalb's Hands Damp, rear Magic Mary up front.
Okay.
The super gravity casings, because it's like riding over boulders and stuff here. And this year I'm running the old Huck Norris's inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because obviously last year I did have a few unfortunate moments with carbon wheels, and I was like, well, this year these are a stronger wheel out of the box, these new Ridge ones, but I thought we'll take no chances, and for the minimal weight gain we'll run the Huck Norris's.
Okay.
And bloody hell did it pay off already, because get this, so we'll go back to stage 1 quickly. It was just wide open, fast, loose turns, and then you drop into like these say 3 foot wide, just rocky trails, but like just rocks. No one can see, but I'm making pointy hand signals.
Like Toblerone signals.
Yeah, but they're just pointy, rocky chutes and stuff like that. But they're just so fast. So, yeah, I mean, I ain't really like some high alpine stuff or top of the world at Whistler is about the closest thing I've ridden. But otherwise, it was like, yeah, like next level. Like we did 3.5k in a 3.5k stage in I think under 6 minutes or something. So
really?
It's fast.
So just flat out, yeah.
Yeah. Here you go. I'll give you I'll throw some stats at you from my Garmin. So top speed. I've been working in kilometers, I'm afraid, people. But top speed on Saturday. Mm-hmm. This was racing. But stage 1 Saturday, 77k, which I think is just shy of 50 mile an hour.
Yeah, it is. Fuck. That's fast. That's fast, especially over Toblerone stuff.
Yeah, loose Toblerones.
Yeah, pinch flat central as well. Right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that was stage 1. Stage 2. So this is where the whole the wheels. I don't know. The wheels came into their own. I was surprised and really pleased. So on stage 2, it's just really long, and you've got these big wide open bits, and I just hit a rock really hard, and I was like, that's like it's practice, but that's game over.
Right.
Because it punctured as well. And what I'd done is I'd hit just a pointy rock really, really hard, so hard it punctured a hole through the top of the tyre, made a hole in it.
Right.
But the wheel was sound.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, holy bleep. That is amazing.
That's rad. Cool.
So it wrote off a super gravity tyre, but the wheel was intact. So I think the combo of the wheel and the Huck Norris was a winner for sure.
Awesome. So are you prepared for that sort of stuff as well? You got spare tyres, or do you have to go buy one?
Yeah, I took spare tyres. Cool. I just sort of sucked up the extra baggage cost and took more stuff out with me. Okay. Because again, I think like I probably said about Whistler last year, it's so far to go. I wasn't sure like what stuff you could get out here, how easily, that I thought, right, I'll just take more with me.
Yeah.
And that way I've got it
Play,
covered.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, the people are counting on you too, man. You know, you can't be having these little errors really now. You got the weight of the world on your back.
I know, no one wants a New Zealand repeat. Crank's falling off on them.
We certainly don't. That's cool though. So obviously when that happens, is it a bit of a oh shit moment? You got to get back somewhere. Obviously you've not got a tyre on your back, so...
No, yeah, it is a bit, because I was like, fuck, what am I going to do here? Pardon my language. Luckily, one of the fellas I was riding with had a tubeless repair kit, like those little
the Dynaplug.
That's it, yeah, similar to that.
Yeah.
So we patched it up, pumped it up, kept on trucking, and you know what? I ran that tyre the entire race. I'm not shitting you. I was like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true privateer life, man. I like that.
The plug was holding, the pressure was holding. I was like, this thing's working. I'm not touching it.
We're saving that tyre. Go on eBay at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. That's got like some good use out of that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not just wearing out a whole nother tyre when this one's fine.
I love it.
And I ran it the whole race. Yeah.
That's
so
mega.
then, like, obviously, yeah. So then, yeah, did stage 3. That was a good blitz of a stage. With some cool jumps and things like that and bits and bobs in. Yeah. Then I felt good. I felt like I was riding pretty cool, you know, like I was adapting pretty well to like the type of trail, the speed and stuff, and like the rockiness. I don't mind the rockiness or anything like that.
Cobwebs blowing off.
Yeah, they were. And then Friday's practice was very much the same. I mean, we didn't quite have any sort of 11K monsters on Friday's practice or Sunday's race day, that's for sure. But I mean, on average, like stage 4 was 6.5K. Stage 5 was a little blitz at 2.5K, but then stage 6 again was nearly 8K. So still, you know, still got some long stages in there. But you know, you're dropping over 1,000 meters, 1,200 meters on 2 of those stages. So
yeah, big stages as well. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They're 10-minute plus stages, you know. And I felt good on them again. Like, I felt each time I was riding them, I was like getting up to pace more and more and more and getting used to like the speed and the terrain. And the 29er was definitely the one, like, for rollover, like, what do they call it? Like, where you just roll over things easier. You don't pick up all the little bumps as much. So and it was just carrying speed, like monster trucking properly. So
is there a way you can be kind of like, what's the word? Can you gauge yourself quite easily, even on a practice day? I mean, are you stopping a lot? Are you doing a complete run? Are you going back and watching a bit of a section?
I sectioned a couple little bits here and there, more the blind crests that I was talking about to like get in my head that don't be a pussy, you can hit that, this is what's on the other side of it. And then on like stage 2 and on the really long stages, although you get all day to practice just 3 stages, and it's more than enough time, it's so much time, you could be finished by like 2 in the afternoon if you cracked on. And you've got till 5:30.
Right.
But I'm like, if I get going and I'm going well and there's nothing really hard as such other than like rocky turns and what have you, I just keep going.
Okay.
So I did one and I just kept going for 11 minutes of that 11K stage. I just rode for 11 minutes. Because I felt good, and I was like, right, I'm riding well, I'm feeling good, my arms aren't tired, I'll keep on trucking. So that's how I practice.
I know you staged as well, like, are you staggered practice runs? Is it like you go 30 seconds behind someone else goes, etc., or is it just open?
No.
Just open. All right, I just wondered that, so like whether you can, you know, maybe wait for a faster guy to come down, get a gauge where he's at.
Yeah, I guess you could do.
Yeah,
I guess you could do that. Yeah, you could just wait for someone.
Okay.
I didn't, obviously.
You just want to get to the bottom, man. Get back.
Well, no, I mean, that was probably people were waiting for me, obviously, the faster guy. So, you know, that's I wondered why there was a big train of people behind me.
People peeping your lines out.
Sneak buggers. Yeah, so, and then, so by the end of Friday, obviously, we had our shuttles back up, and we took it pretty casual, and I was feeling good. Bike was, you know, it's so, honestly, I can't really tell you, like, I'm going to put all the race runs. You could GoPro the actual race runs. So I'm going to put them all up on the remap YouTube page.
Okay.
So you guys out there, you can see what the runs. 'Cause it's really hard to explain. I put a few clips up here and there on Insta and all that, but it's really hard to sort of just explain how rough it was. It was so rough.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it was a proper.
Yeah, do that for sure. And obviously, we'll link to them for anyone listening. Keep an eye on our social media too.
Yeah.
We'll link to them.
They should be up by the end of the week. But all 6 my actual race runs, so you're going to hear me swearing and breathing out my arse and all sorts. You know, you'll actually sort of know what it's like doing those stages. It's
cool.
You know, the whole thing, 22k, the 11k stage and everything. So, but just how rough it was. And so I was feeling good, that body was feeling good, and bike was working well. So, yeah, I was confident coming into race day.
Awesome. So as well, we've mentioned before in the past about certain rounds where you get a lot of local talent. Chile, in my mind, isn't necessarily known for its mountain biking and local talent. You know, for me, obviously, you think Whistler, you think, yeah, it's going to be full of people that are just rapid, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Same with maybe, you know, you think that of New Zealand, you know, you get a lot of people moving there just to ride.
Yeah.
Local talent coming into Chile. Did you
Tons of it.
Really? I just wondered because I
believe
saw that someone had posted that. I know their top rider, is it Pedro Burns, I think, is like pretty well
Trek Factory guy.
Yeah, Trek Factory guy. He's like obviously going to be one of the top guys. But I just wondered, I was just like curious whether you got to see much like local talent. You know, there's obviously some good riding there. So
yeah, there was tons of the guys. There was about, I don't know. There's pages and pages on the entry sheet of just Chileans, just loads of them.
Right.
And they're fast. They know how to ride all that like blind, loose, rocky stuff. So they just, there was loads of them. So I think in the top 100, there was probably about 35 Chileans in there. Like,
that's rad. That's cool.
There's loads in there, like right up into the top 30 and everything. So, you know, fair play. Those boys held their own for sure. But there was some certain local hero stats going down. That's for sure.
Cool. So coming into race day then, dude, like any major changes to the bike, anything like that? Has your attitude, has your preparation from last year changed at all? Are you packing anything more in your bag? Or I know you don't really ride with a bag, do you? But are you stuffing your pockets like a Sheffield
little chipmunk,
like a Sheffield armed robber? I don't know. What are you doing?
Good one. Way to dig yourself a hole there.
Oh man.
No. So prep wise, obviously, as we've spoken off season, the gym gains with the Jersey Sports Foundation massively have paid off. Huge noticeable difference.
Right.
Yeah, like so pleased that I worked on that with those guys because, like I said, like with how rough and the length of the stages, like I wasn't really getting too tired on my forearms or grip or anything like that. I was able to hold it. I was able to hold it for the full time of racing.
Awesome. So, and for the people listening, then, what did you do? What would you put it down to? What is the training technique for building your forearms?
Just, I don't know, things like working on your grip strength or just like
Hangs.
Lots of like free weights and hanging. Or if you hate the gym and don't want to do that, go climbing or get a motocross bike. That's a more expensive version of way to train.
You said the M word first on this one. Just for the record, you dropped that first.
Bugger.
It's me that will get the hate for that. So I'm going to nip it in the bud real quick. So just hang.
Yeah.
Farmers walks are good for grip strength too, right?
Yeah, they are. And then, even things like different, like the guys at the Sports Foundation have me doing different variations of, say, like bench presses where you like slowly lower or like, what was it like? I don't know. Like we did these weighted ones, so you lower down a really, really heavy weight.
Yeah. And
then like it's got these hooks on the end, and the extra weight drops off. So say you're benching bench like 90k. You slowly lower down like 90k, and then 40k drops off, and then you got 50k left on the bar, which you then got a bench press.
Got you. Okay, that's cool.
like real fast or something like that. So yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's good, man. It's awesome to see that that effort throughout the off season's paid off, and good for your mind game as well more than anything. Good for confidence. You've put the work in. You're there, and you can hang it out even more. So that's rad. Cool.
Yeah.
Good work, dude. Stoked for you on that.
Thank you.
All right, so first race day rolls around.
Okay, I've got or had a shitty number. I
Yes.
don't know why I had it, but I had a super high number. Now,
How
no
is
offense
that
to the
drawn?
guys with high numbers. I don't know. I've never had a number higher than 130. This time I was 294.
How many people entered?
There were 330, so I was pretty much either at the start of the list, if you like, or at the back of the pack, whichever way you want to think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I said, no offense to that's
So
generally
you get
guys
to
who
go
are
first, though, right? Because it's opposite way round. So the
Yeah,
fastest
slowest
guys are coming
first.
down last, obviously. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So the highest numbers go first. Now, bear in mind, there's only like 40 odd. I think there's about 340 started this race in men's. I think so. It's quite a high entry. But yeah, I don't know how it was seeded. So Chris Ball or anyone, ping us a message because I'm not sure how you figured that one out. I think it was something to do with my EMBA, like enduro license or something. I'm not. I need to find out. So yeah, so it meant earlier starts as well. So I was off at like 8:45, I think, in the morning and things like that. So
Right.
that I wasn't so keen on. And without sounding obviously big-headed, I was worried about catching people up and having to overtake in such dusty, rough conditions because you just can't see. If someone pulls a big skidder in a turn, all you've got is like an absolute dust cloud coming up.
For sure, dude. It's an old moto trick too. Done it before.
Never follow.
I said the M word then, but I'm honest. Like I used to drag my feet in corners. Like the whole thing, if it's dusty, you just want to keep people behind you.
Yeah. So like race day rolls around, I get up there, I'm feeling good. I've got like I've got even less. I've got like these cool straps from MTV Strap On. Nice name.
Awesome.
They sent them through, so they would kindly sent them through. So that was nice. And so I've got like tube, CO2, and tire lever and a multi-tool strapped on my bike. So I've got even less in my pockets now, which is cool.
Cool.
I've just got like I took my phone actually on this one, just because I was sensible. I thought, I'm actually here on my own. So I had the hotel owner's number just in case something were to happen. I had his number and some gels, and that was it. I worked out in my head where the feed stops and stuff were, so I planned it so I wasn't going to, run short on anything, which worked. Stage one rolls around. I'm on the line, feeling good. And after last year's disaster, I just wanted to get a solid first run in. Like not even 100, not 100%, just finish it.
Yeah.
And I did, but it was
smart. That's smart, I think. Like you say, you're getting rid of the cobwebs as practice goes on, but there's nothing that compares to that. I'm gonna race like now, feeling like it's totally different, right? Like, pressure's on a little bit more, I guess, in some ways.
Yeah, because I was like, oh man, I don't want like a repeat of last year, and I've come all this way, and I'm on my own again this time, so I can't even take my anger out on my poor old girlfriend or anything. I've just. So I just wanted to, and I did. It was my slowest stage of the whole race, consequently. But at the same time, I still overtook 4 people going down it, and it's only it was a 6-minute or so stage. So
wow.
I still felt good going down it.
What's the time gap? Sorry, is it 30 seconds?
No, it was tight on this one, so I don't think this helped. It was 20-second gaps.
Was it? Obviously, more people are trying to get people rallied through, right?
Yeah, with that many people, you've just got to bang them out, basically. Yeah. So. And the thing is, when you've got like at whatever stage of the pack or however they seed you, when you've got like big variations in ability, 20 seconds isn't that much.
For sure. Yeah. So you
caught people. I caught like 4 people on the first stage.
Good for confidence, though.
And I actually quite like seeing someone ahead of me because it gives me like I'm like, right, I'm gunning it.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah. And we've talked about that before. Like that's what I've always struggled with my very short and terrible racing career with downhill and stuff. Is like I like to chase. I like to see something ahead of me. I also really like multiple laps. But anyway, I like. It's good for you if you can see something, and that's what you're aiming for. You can,
it's a good target.
Try and outbrake or whatever it is to get to him.
Yeah, and this was so wide open. I could see someone almost half a K in front of me. It was so open. I could see people. I could see 3 or 4 people ahead of me.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I first one in the books, and it was a completely clean run. Wasn't the quickest, but it was a clean run all the way through, and I felt good. But I was like, yes, it's on now, boys. We're good. First one's done.
Yeah.
So a gondola back up halfway and a sketchy lift up the second half. The other week, did you see that video going around of that chairlift in Georgia?
Yes, I did.
They went
yes.
Right. So it wasn't exactly like that, but we had to get on this chairlift and hold your bike.
Oh no!
So you couldn't put the bar down. You just had to. I was like, I'm motioning it now, but I'm gripping the top tube. I'm gripping the top tube of my bike with this hand, and I've got my other arm like wrapped over the back. I felt like I was clinging on as hard on this chairlift going up as I was clinging on coming down. Yeah. And then once we got to the top of the super sketchy chairlift, it was like a 15, 20-minute transfer up to the top of the next stage, the Beast,
right.
number 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, obviously I smashed a tyre up on this in practice. It's 20, I keep saying it, it's 11K. Just, I think there'll be so much time to be won or lost here, or made up or lost, that finishing it for a start will be a good thing.
Yeah.
Let alone pushing.
Yeah.
And that's where I went into it. I raced it a bit more because I got the confidence from the first one, and then so then I just set off and I just started clicking off turns, carrying speed, and the arms were feeling good. But I tell you, like, this is where the brakes just like, I run XTs obviously with 35 bikes, pads and discs, but they cooked.
Really?
Absolutely, they just got so, by the end of it, they're just squealing. And it just because they got so hot, like
it's a hell of a long stage. You know, obviously you got hot weather, the whole package. You know, the dust, everything is like it's anti-brake pad material. Everything is like the worst.
It's like the worst thing. Yeah. And that's the thing. So it wasn't like, and this was happening to everyone. And you think is most 11 kilometers pretty much all downhill. And I'm not Sam Hill. I'm using them brakes a lot, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So there's some heat going through them. It was 22 minutes it took me to do that stage, which you think, still 22 minutes to do 11 kilometers. It's pretty fast.
Yeah, it is pretty fast. Yeah. Do you have your top speed on that section to hand, or not?
Bear with me whilst I get my old phone out and I'll
Just
have a
curious.
look. I don't. It wasn't as fast as one. Stage 1 had like this proper wide open, like downhill bit, which you just went super fast on. If I have a quick look, sorry,
it's all right. Man.
EWS stage 2. I feel like this is like being antisocial on a podcast now, isn't it?
Cool. Well, it's all good. It's all good.
The quickest speed. It doesn't have. It's only got the average speed.
Right.
From what I can see.
Okay.
Oh no! Hang on. Here we go. Was 50k.
Was it? Still trapping on though. You know, you're going over 30 miles an hour on a mountain bike on Toblerone.
It's not dawdling, is it?
No, anti-grip as well. That's
and that's like you're going down, and that like the front end's just twitching all over the place. As you're just hitting all these tiny little bumps, and it's just like just twitching around, like, and you're like, oh my god, I hope I don't start like tank slapping or something, nuts like that. Because if you went down, I can't even imagine how painful it would be. But yeah, but like I said, so for that, like the upper body prep was immensely noticeable because I was still towards the bottom. The hardest part of that stage was at the bottom, and I was still having to pull the brake. The back brake I was having to pull with 2 fingers because I was like
cramped
gassed.
Up. Really?
Oh yeah, and do you know what? I was like, I lost quite a bit of time having to overtake people. Just eating dust a lot. I overtook 14 people down that stage.
Jeez, dude. Oh, and actually, that's the fair point. So if you've overtook those people, do you start ahead of them on the next stage?
No.
Right,
no,
that's what so you then go
people.
back. Wait, yeah. Oh, that sucks.
So, 14 people, like
Chris Ball,
a couple of times.
We're coming for you, brother.
Yeah, no, I don't know how they figured it out, but 14 people on that stage alone.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, and like...
But again, it keeps that point in front of you. Like, yeah, it might, you don't know. It's obviously hindsight riding, but you don't know where you'd have ended up if you hadn't caught anybody. If that makes sense.
Well, I know I wouldn't have stopped less because a few times...
There was a few stalls as well.
I've made... You'll like this. So again, it'll go up on the Remap YouTube page, and I'm sure it'll be shared around. But I've made a compilation of all the little clips of all the overtaken maneuvers I've done. Guess how many Guess how many people I overtook the whole weekend over 6 stages?
14.
You're not there.
Oh God, 45.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, 41.
Oh. That'd be amazing if I'd have guessed that. That's amazing.
I know, that would have been unbelievable.
That's a lot of people, though, to be fair. That's a
41
lot.
people, 41 moves. And that was only people I actually had to overtake. That wasn't including people who were already, like, KO'd on the side of the course or something like that.
And don't forget, obviously, this is solo racing. It's not, it's not a multiple start event, so...
Yeah. So, and I forgot to say in practice, I put this clip up. We forgot to talk about the horse.
Oh, was that in practice?
That was in practice.
Dude, amazing.
Oh, was that in practice? No, that was in racing.
Was it?
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was in racing.
What stage?
I knew there was stage 2.
Was it?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't seen that, go to Rich's Instagram. It's at Payner25, and you will see a horse come running across the track pretty much in front of you.
Oh, my God almighty. I have never been so, like... Oh,
fair play to you, man. It looks like you stayed off the brakes and you kept it lit.
Yeah, so what it was I overtook this dude, and then I was catching this other guy, and I could see him like 400 meters in the distance or something like that. And he rode past, like I could see there's some like wild. So there's a lot of wild horses and cattle and things like that up in the mountains. They just roam free, obviously.
Yeah.
And I could see he rode past this horse, and it was quite close. But I'm obviously focused on him, and I'm going along this same wide open single track, and I could see this horse started to walk slowly, like across, like towards and across the track, and I'm like, oh my God, please stop walking, please stop walking. I can't stop. And in my head, at the same time, I'm thinking, right, if it keeps walking, do I go behind it and maybe get kicked by a wild horse, or do I go in front of it? Either way is completely off track and rocky, or do I go in front of it and get run into by a wild horse? Or option 3 is chicken. We're just going for it.
Going for it, yeah. Elbows up, let's have it.
I was like going at it, and it's walking, and I'm shouting. And I was like, whoa, whoa, trying to like scare the thing, and it didn't scare. And I kept going, and then all of a sudden it spooked and ran backwards.
Jeez,
and I was like,
close though, man.
It was close.
It was
meters,
close. Like, you can see on your GoPro, like if it's in GoPro vicinity, like it's close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dude.
And it just like spooked at the last. I was like almost hysterical after, like how
heart rate through the roof.
Yeah, because like those things you see that you come up on like the bike websites where like deer runs into biker or bear charges person, and you're like,
you're thinking this is going to get loads of views. I'm going to be able to race next year.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
please, I hit it.
Horse T-bones cyclist sort of thing.
If this doesn't get 1 million views on YouTube,
then I don't know what will.
EWS or trampled.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Dude,
but luckily it spooked, and I was like, and breathe. Oh my God, heart rate spikes. Hardest part of the track done. Yeah. That was, and then I caught the guy up and kept on trucking. But yeah, so after and that was a good stage. And after day 1, and lots of like crazy money passes made, each stage got faster, as I reckon I just got a bit more used to it and a bit more confident. So that was cool. But I was, I'd had to pull a lot of moves and got held up quite a bit. And I was sitting down in 105th, I think, after the first day, which after starting 294th, if you like, I was like, all right, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. We can work with that.
Yep.
And I think 20% of the field had already retired.
Oh, really?
Bike
but I was going to say it was hard on bikes, man. From what I've seen in the media, It's the hardest one.
Yeah, lots of people like all through the field. So like everybody, like bodies, pros, privateers, everyone, locals, non-locals. So I felt good to like have ticked off day one, just shy of that top 100, but within reach. Yeah, I didn't feel too tired. The transition, we had to ride up the road back to the top of the mountain after 2, which was an hour 20 on the road. Not the funnest, but
Jeez.
I was with this Aussie dude and we just chatted away and just got a good cadence and span our way up there. So, yeah, I rested, recovered, refueled that night.
Yep.
Checked everything over and everything was fine. Like,
Guess you don't have to wash a bike, that's for sure. Which is nice.
We did. No, you still got to wash it, but it's easy.
Really?
You just like hose the dust. Yeah, you hose the dust off.
Good work. That's a true privateer wanting to be pro. I love that, dude.
Well, I still got to look legit in you. If you ain't winning, you got to look good.
Exactly.
I had some fresh remap kit on as well, so like some stuff that's dropping soon, which is which is cool as well. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, all in all, the whole thing was good. So then come a good night's kip, some head cams watched. Sunday rolled round, day 2 of racing. And I think after day 1, just quickly, I was about 34 minutes of race time on day 1. So it's a good race still after one day.
Yeah.
Day 2, and I was like, right, that top 100 is definitely in sight. And I wanted better than like top 100. I want like top 80 or something. But obviously that was going to be really hard. So we were just like, stay on, stay smooth, trouble-free. And I took that approach for each stage up to the last, where I was like, right, just fucking gun it on that. Just leave everything out there. The last stage was like the most physical, had the most pedaling in it.
Okay.
It was nearly 8K, but it had a lot of this like just wide open land. Like
right.
There was no real marked trail. It was just posts you had to go through across the mountain. And yeah, again, I was ticking off a couple of top 100 stages and stuff, and I was getting really tired. The altitude got to me by the last stage, and I thought I'd ate and drunk enough, and you had to hike a bike up, and it just sort of hit me.
Right.
And I was like, I suddenly a bit like googly eyed and lightheaded, and I was like, man, I'd lost my water bottle on first stage of the day, so I didn't have like water taken around me, so I was sort of blagging bits and bobs, unfortunately, here and there. And I had to just get a bar off this guy and just a gel off someone and a quick drink. And it's amazing, like what a difference that made straight away. And I was like, I like sort of shook my head and was like, rubbed my eyes. I was like, okay, right, I think we're okay now.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Wow.
And yeah,
we need an energy bar sponsor.
Yeah,
that's what we need, don't we?
We do. Yeah, we do. We wouldn't say no.
Come on, shout out now. Let's get an energy bar.
Get through a lot of them.
All right, let's get an energy bar sponsor.
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Oh God.
We'll have one for next round. Promise you.
Lovely.
Easy as that.
That saved me a few quid as well, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
And stage 6 was my fastest stage of the day. So I think, like all the off-season strength work and fitness work had really paid off, because I mean, obviously people were breaking. Like when people were dropping off, I managed to just either stay consistent or just as strong. And I got like 88th on the last stage. I left it all out there. I was dying. I got over that line. I was like, it's
done
dead.
Deal. Yeah, that's good. That's what you want to feel, man.
Yeah.
Job well done at the end of it. If you're knackered, eh?
Yeah, that's it. And I'd worked my way up to 89th place.
Boom. Top 100, bro.
Yeah, so I was well pleased. Like, you can't say like, oh, there were so many locals which like bumped me down, because
it's going to happen everywhere, right? It's going to happen.
So like, even against all the locals, is the way I look at it, I still scored like in the top 90, we'll say. So yeah, and
amazing.
And again, passing people left, right, and centre. The good thing is, shout out to all those guys I passed, because by the second day, they were like, man, like this American guy that was in front of me is like, man, you shred. I was like, oh, cheers, buddy. He was a proper Californian. And I was like, oh, thanks, mate. Sorry. This is a funny story. This guy was so paranoid at me passing him again that he thought I was behind him, looked round, crashed, looked round, and I wasn't even there. I hadn't caught him yet. He was just paranoid of being caught up. Yeah. So, but they were all really sound actually by the second day, because I think they were like, "Oh man, you must have been seated in the wrong place, I think." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know how to figure it out." But thanks, guys, for
shout out those guys. Hopefully they listen.
Yeah, I've got one of their names. I'll send it through, because he was like, "Man, I'm just gonna fall to the side when you catch me."
He'll love
next
this
time."
impression as well. I bet he can't wait to hear his impression.
I know. Does that sound American? Do I sound American?
I've no idea what it is, dude.
Well, it's supposed to be American. Apologies.
Oh man, genius.
But they moved out of it. They were good. They were good.
That's
And
cool.
so like many passes later, I crushed it. So I'd moved up. 16 places.
Yeah,
So I was well pleased.
stoked, dude. Really happy for you. That's cool, man. That's real
And it
cool.
was, in I suppose a testament to like the prep work and stuff I put in, and the bike working and everything. Of the 340 odd starters, I think 240 finished.
Really? So almost half the field?
No, a third.
A third. Yeah, a third.
I think so. I think it's something like that. I might be plus or minus a bit, but because I haven't exactly looked. But from what I'd heard, like a lot of people didn't even finish. So
Crazy.
big names like Graves crashed out with
I saw.
wrist or something.
Bryceland had bike problems. I think a lot of people had bike
Daly
problems.
had problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one thing I want to do as well this year is to always at least just mention who is in the top 5. Is it something that like you pay attention to, or you're not that fussed?
I'm not massively fussed, no,
Yeah.
because I'm not in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just wondered. But
No, like a lot of people like to hang around. I don't even. It's not out of disrespect or anything. Like those guys are insanely good, obviously, but I don't hang around. Like after I've raced to then go back up and watch them or nothing, because I'm cooked, I just want to chill.
yeah, for sure.
I've got a ton of other stuff to sort out before the stuff I've got to do. So I just, big up. Those guys are obviously incredible.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I've seen them before go, and I'm not like super fanboying out, like running up the hill to go watch them.
All right, obviously. Okay, so we'll just mention the top 5 there, and obviously as the season progresses, there might be a few storylines which we can just chat through. Do you know what I mean? So in the women, Cecile Ravanel took the win.
Yeah.
Second was Isabeau Cordeborrier.
Yep.
Katie Winton in third, UK.
Yep.
And Bex Barona, local last to us, finished 5th, which is crazy. So she got a new ride this year on Ibis.
She was 4th.
No, she was 1, 2, 3, 4. She was 5th.
Who got 4th?
Katie Winton was 4th.
So hang on.
No, you're right. Sorry.
Ugh.
For God's sake.
God. Can't even work the internet.
Oh, man. Hang on.
Jeez.
Let's...
Right. Davey, you be quiet. Cecile Ravenel won it.
Yeah.
Isabeau Corderia second.
Yeah.
Winton in third. Bex Barona 4th.
Yeah.
And Caro Gehrig in 5th.
I missed the one off at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll not do this bit every...
Do you want to try and do the men's? You'd be all right?
I'm going to give it a go. Yeah, if that's okay. All right.
You have a go.
First, Sam Hill.
Yes.
Rode with Angards. Should be deducted 5 places. Second was Martin Mays. Third, Robin Woolner.
Yeah.
Fourth, Gusty Wildhaber. Can't say his name.
I think it's Wildhaber, because he's
Wildhaber.
you pronounce W's like V's.
Yes. And fifth, Jesse Melamed.
Yeah, that's it, buddy. You nailed it.
Yes. Worth mentioning too, friend of the show, Lou Buchanan, 21st, I believe.
Yes, we had a quick chat. We caught up a bit whilst we were out there as well,
Good.
so it was good to see him on the new team.
Yeah, good dude.
He was like, "How's your new bike?" I was like, "Oh man, you rode it. You, I don't know."
It's yours.
Yeah.
It's still got your stickers on.
Yeah, we just coloured it in different. Yeah, no, it was cool. It's good to see him, and he's got a sweet looking new bike as well. So
Yeah.
fair play.
Yeah, dude. So
Yeah, and
general feels before we do a couple of listener questions. After the event.
yeah, stoked with how it went. Like, pleased to get the first one in the books and a good result. kind of cool to think that actually total race time was 66 minutes. And I overtook over 40 people. And also, if you think 66 minutes, that's on average 11 minutes a stage, which is a crazy sort of stat, really, in a way that each stage is on average, obviously 11 minutes. Yeah, loved it. South America is insane. I will definitely try and come back one day.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they have another EWS there because, it's not the first time; it's the third.
It's not. No, exactly. So you'd have thought they'd come back.
Yeah.
It went great.
Good.
It went great. It's really pleased. The people I was staying with were really nice and helpful, which made not having the girlfriend there, should we say, a little easier, because the support role that she normally plays was kind of filled in by these guys, which was super grateful. They were really nice.
Really good.
Yeah, so just a really good first race. Obviously, slightly frustrating making loads of passes, but at the same time, that's like a thing you got to deal with, isn't it? So
it's all racing, dude. It's all racing.
Yeah. And on the whole, just a really great race.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do a couple of listener questions, and I'll get you out of here. Go eat some food.
Yeah, I can see the pool out the hotel window, so it's calling me.
All right, go for a dive. All right, first one, Instagram at Ben Askham. How do you prepare for big liaisons / climbs with not so big climbs at your home?
That's a tough one. Like, just put in the bike miles, really. That's all I can do to sort of prep for such long races is put in. Like, I just do hill repeats, or just long road rides. Again, like Jersey, our mountain biking, you could probably add it up to 11 kilometers in total, let alone a stage. So, just a lot of repeat work, unfortunately. So repeat hill climbs, long road rides, and just get the bike time in on that one.
Awesome.
As far as the altitude goes, Jersey's about 300 feet tall, and we were racing at 3,500 meters. So diddly squat I could do about that.
Yeah.
That was just deal with it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
We got another one. Obviously, just so we can clarify, we were pretty late on the old listener questions thing, so sorry for that. Next time we will be more organised, but this one took us by surprise, didn't it? It came creeping out the back.
It did, yes.
At dan.ackley on Instagram, how would you best describe the anti-grip?
Mud. Just like riding in mud.
Like riding in mud.
Yeah, that sounds like they're obviously complete opposites, but I treated it as if like riding in mud. Like when you just like if anyone saw our little corner track vid that we made, where you're just like smashing and drifting into these turns, it's the same. Although that actually was, it's just loose ground. The thing that really got you is when it was really deep dust. Like then you'd like slide.
Speed sucking almost as well.
You're like, if you were to drift offline, you would just slide and then it would just sap your like energy.
Yeah.
And obviously you're like trying to dab, but you're just pushing into sand, if you like, or dust, obviously.
Yeah. So obviously, keys to the stages was momentum and just keeping trucking on the 29er.
Yeah, I definitely feel the 29er was really good for this race.
Right.
Yeah, with the high speed sections, like the stability of it and stuff was winner, chicken dinner.
Perfect. Next one, at Kerno Freeze, aka The Machine. How's the arm strength now? And I want to know more about tech and nutrition as well. But that's cool. Hang on, just one sec there, Rich. People that are listening, please keep stuff coming. If you want to hear something, make sure we know about it, and then we'll make sure that we shoehorn it into the episode as well. Obviously, you will have more time moving forward to submit listener questions and stuff. But obviously, we have covered arm strength. But how is the arm strength now? Even after, have you had cramps or anything like that? Oh my God, the guns!
No, noticeable. Like. With like choosing to focus on it in the gym on the off season, it's really hard. Apart from like just lifting heavier weights and obviously personal bests in the gym and stuff going up, it's really hard to know if it's actually paid off until you get in that scenario of needing it.
Yeah.
So there were times when I'd like hit into a rutty, like you'd go like imagine you go down a steep bit and hit into like a big rut.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're really tired, have you ever had it where your body like just collapses in because you don't have the strength to hold yourself up?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the technical
now
term
I
is
do.
a bonk. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that's a technical term.
Maybe up north, mate. But yeah, so I got less bonking out here. If that's the way of is that, have I used that correctly?
Perfect term, mate. Yeah, nailed it.
Right.
That's absolutely the way you should have used it.
Okay. Gosh.
No bonking in Chile.
No, none at all. So yeah, that's when I noticed it. That and just sheer gripping on, like death gripping, basically is I noticed. I was like, holy moly, I'm still going really fast, and my arms aren't getting tired. So that was when it's in my head in practice. I was like, yes, yes, it is worked. It's paid off.
Sweet. All right.
Nutrition wise,
yeah,
not my strongest subject, I'll be honest, but just make sure I eat regularly and enough. The same with drinking.
Yeah.
Now I can't really give you any more like details on like your carb intake or protein amounts or I don't know any stuff like that. But I know what I should be eating and how much to make me feel good when I need to be eating it. So
listening to your body.
Exactly. So like I said, it caught up on me at the end of like towards 6. I necked a bar and a gel, which is a quick fix, obviously, but it got me. I felt good almost instantly after, just because I didn't have that empty stomach anymore. It sort of instantly perked me up. So yeah, I can't really be specific on like how much you should have and what you should, because everyone's different as well. And I think you just learn. So you just when you race and stuff, you'll just learn how often and how much you should be eating.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably the best advice I can give.
Good stuff. Perfect, dude.
Yeah.
Nailed it. All right.
Thank you.
Next one.
Okay.
Facebook group, closed Facebook group, actually, because I just threw something in there before we started this episode. At Lee, no, it's not even at, Lee Phillip Evans, Rachel Riley, or Kirsty Gallagher?
I don't know who Kirsty Gallagher is. Hang on, let me Google her.
All right, you have a quick Google.
Which one is Rachel Riley? She like the countdown
chick? Yeah, dude. Yeah, countdown.
What was the other girl's name?
Kirsty Gallagher. She used to present a football show, I believe, on...
How are you spelling Gallagher?
Gallagher.
Oh, no, Rachel Riley.
Boom. Yeah, all day, every day.
The other one looks scary. She looks like
Rachel, if you're listening, we're sorry.
Yeah.
Imagine if Rachel Riley tweets after this. Sorry, what's the name?
No, Kirsty Gallagher. Well, she can still tweet. I'm not going to, that's not a bad thing.
No, all right. Reach out, Kirsty. Let's hear from you.
She looks a bit scary.
Next one.
Yep.
Paul Clarkson on Facebook. Looking forward to hearing EWS or Bust again. So this year, you're on a Trek bike. Is there a big difference compared to last year with having a sponsored bike? Are you having any support from Trek, i.e. training camp / setup?
No. Trek, like I said, the deal with Trek was facilitated more through my local shop, who are the Trek dealer. So they've supplied me a bike through Trek, but as far as sort of a support or backup, then no, I don't really. Again, I haven't really communicated with Trek directly.
That's fine.
It all goes through the local shop.
Mm-hmm.
But the local shop will, the Cycle Centre Jersey, they'll do all the mechanics. So those guys they'll get the bike when I get back, and they're real kindly and set it all up again and change and fix things and do it all that way. Yeah. What was that all of the question? I think.
Yeah, pretty much. I wanted to know obviously about if you're getting set up help and stuff like that, and training camp. Obviously, you aren't technically part of the Trek development squad or anything like that yet.
No.
Towards the end of the year, we're going to hope. No, but
heckle them into it.
Yeah, we're going to bribe them with a podcast. That's cool.
No,
though,
so
that's cool. That's cool.
So it's Trek. It's Trek UK. If you like Trek UK, if helped the Cycle Centre or given the bike to the Cycle Centre, and then the Cycle Centre deal with it, if you like.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
As far as I gather, anyway.
Well, it's worked out good, and yeah, it's worked out good for you, man.
Oh yeah,
it sounds of it.
Bike.
I mean, yeah, it's a good start to the year. Everything's looking positive. So for you then, next round, when is that one going to be? Because on the
next
calendar it's
race
Colombia.
round. Yes, exactly. So,
Yeah.
in fact, it's Monday, obviously, and this weekend would be Colombia.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that private air life strikes, and I got to get back for work and life.
Okay.
Which is crazy. Like, a lot of people are like, "Well, no way! You're like super close. Why don't you just stay out there?" And I'll be like, "Obviously, if I could, I would." But it's extra $1 for flights from Chile to Colombia. It's more, hotel fees. It's probably more cost in my bike getting obliterated. It just all adds up. And obviously, with us, we plan on doing every other one this season. And I'm entered in Colombia. So if someone wants to text me and I give them my bank details, if they want to transfer a couple K over tonight, I'll stay out here. That's all right. But otherwise,
rent a rider.
Home, yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I'm coming home and we're hitting the rest of them hard. But just with these back-to-back ones so far away, and like I said, it's not fair on the missus to leave her, holding down the fort on her own with the dog and stuff like this. So yeah, I got to get home.
All right, man. Well, maybe we'll catch up anyway. Like after Colombia, we could just have a brief chat and throw an episode up.
Yeah. So the next I'll be racing though, or the third round is France. I can't remember where in France, but France nonetheless. That is the middle of May.
Awesome. So a little bit of a break. Yeah. What's your objectives for the break, other than working and looking after the dog and the missus?
Yeah, it's the usual. Like just train hard. I want to try and get to the UK, maybe for I think the first British National or something like that, because it's up in Scotland, so it'll be a good one.
Right.
And just keep now that I feel really good, just keep that momentum going. So I don't want to stop now for 5 weeks or 6 weeks and then have to get back going again.
It's super interesting too that most of the rounds this year aren't obviously they're not coming to the UK mainland or Ireland.
No, I think that's a good thing though. I think Ireland is a good venue, but not EWS. Quite sometimes, and to run it, they've had it for a few years in a row now, so I think it's good to give that a break and take on some new venues.
Okay, very good. All right, happy?
I am
stoked.
Obviously, you've got to do my shout outs.
Yes. What we're going to do, usually I'd put an outro on the end of this, but we're going to do it like we've done the intro together. We're going to do the outro together, dude. So, who do you want to thank?
Okay. Davey at the Hook It Podcast.
Don't thank me. I've made a balls of this tonight.
It was a bit of it was one to remember. No, obviously, you got all the usual. So you got obviously remap. We had some fresh clothes on for each race day and stuff on this one. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Coming soon at the website. Ridge Components. Those wheels were solid. Has designs, 77 designs, keeping the bikes looking and running sweet. Obviously the Cycle Centre, they keep it running good. Sports Foundation kept me running good. 35 bikes. Definitely going to need some new pads and discs in the post, please, mate.
Well tested.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think that covers everyone.
Awesome.
Thanks everyone who's been watching, asking questions, listening. Keep your eyes peeled on all the usual channels of Remap and the Hook It Podcast page and stuff like that, or my own pages for everything coming. The video, so Pukey's beavering away, so the video should be out hopefully end of the week.
Perfect. All right, and as soon as we can, we'll throw the video link in this episode description.
Yeah.
But this one might be a little bit earlier, so if you do, then keep an eye on all our social channels, Rich's, mine, all of those brands that he just spoke about too are pretty much posting stuff, which is really cool. I saw just before we started recording, Jersey Sports Foundation posted some cool stuff. So yeah, keep an eye on all of those brands. And if you have enjoyed listening, don't forget, reach out, let us know. If you think you could do a better job than me, please come and sit here and do this, because I've made a total balls of this.
Oh, please, yeah. Yeah, let me know, and I'll be in touch with you straight away.
But no, guys, for real, thank you for the support. It's much appreciated. I'm glad we've got the first one. This is like my race run, eh? I'm just getting the first one out of the way, and then we're good from here. So
yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, let's wrap this up. Thanks.
All right, thanks everyone for listening.
Catch you.
Cheers, Davey.
Bye, man.